When I was in the 3rd grade, I read a book called The Shy Stegosaurus. I thought that was the best story I had ever read. It stuck with me through the years too, because part of the focus of this trip was to visit Dinosaur National Monument.
We are at Dinosaur National Monument and looking at the Green River and the hills beyond it. It's gonna be a beautiful stay, and you know why? Because we're gonna find who, Jim?
The Shy Stegosaurus.
All right. Totally lining the road are these beautiful yellow flowers.
So as a 3rd grader, I envisioned myself out in the west, in the dry, rocky, blue sky west, with not a care in the world, looking for dinosaur fossils. So first we hopped on the tram to take us to the quarry to check out those paleontologist fossils. Amazing architecturally designed building. To protect the paleontologists' work and efforts, the tiny little men next to the dinosaurs represent a 6-foot tall grown adult. Just to give you the size of these things in perspective. Fossils, fossils, and more fossils, right in front of us. Inside this museum, a ranger gave a talk explaining how and when the dinosaurs lived in this area and when they perished and how. This ranger went into great detail for us, telling us about the paleontologists that discovered this ancient riverbed, how they got funding to continue their work, and how today even some paleontologists are still chipping away at this riverbed. Next stop, ranger guided fossil hunt. So off we went into the wilderness to look for dinosaur bones, relics, etc. And soon after departing into the hike, she showed us some. She was not at all worried about climbing up on the edge of the cliff to point out certain dinosaur skeletons, bones, and spines. After a few quick lessons, we all felt we were experts at seeing the fossils from dinosaur bones, or at least from ancient seas. It's so big and expansive out here. Even this little small part of the park proved that. Even if not interested in dinosaur fossils, the geology out here is absolutely incredibly beautiful and alluring. Here was an example of sea life, a seashell that she passed around for us to inspect. But maybe as amateur paleontologists, she explained that not all artifacts that look like dinosaur fossils indeed really are.
This looks a little bit like a spine. Unfortunately, it's not. Because if you like put that kind of all the pictures together, right? It was a beach environment, so you're probably not going to find like dinosaur fossils like that. But it did erode in a way that looks a lot like it. So that's a good example of like erosion being tricky and looking like a fossil. So using the whole picture to put that together.
Well, okay then. I'm going to leave it to the experts to decide. The desert has and causes many moods, many voices. On this day, starting from a blue sky sunny day, turning into a cloudy, moody day, my mood changed from a bright, sunny, seize the day type to one more of reflection. The desert is beautiful, and it was even beautiful on this cloudy day. It's just that it has a different look on a day like this, and can evoke different feelings. Time passing was the kind of feeling I had on this hike, which can make a person take a couple of hiking steps back about the reflection of that statement. I reflected upon what the ranger said in a recent talk here, explaining that one time a great sea was here. Then, later, changes caused a great river to be here. And when changes happened again, a great outcropping of rocks pushing up toward the sky was a big change again. And now the dinosaurs are no more. So what did I learn from that ranger's talk? Time passing. Changes happen. So in my reflection, I felt that I must accept the changes that already happened and just go with the flow of Mother Nature. Then I was distracted by the change in the scenery, and those thoughts of time passing and change happening drifted away toward recognizing and appreciating the beauty of the mountains, the desert, fauna, and flora, and just having a deep appreciation for just being here, witnessing this. So, one more take of this hike. Change can be a good thing. It can be a beautiful thing. This trail was Philosophy 101. And I was its student.
That's the shy Stegosaurus sitting up on that rock smiling.
So as we finished the hike, I turned around once more to look at the skyline back there where we had been, and noticed the clouds drifting by as if to say, time's passing, and the skies seem to be forever changing. More of Philosophy 101, sponsored by the desert. Another stop right along the road said petroglyphs this way, so, of course, people lived here hundreds and thousands of years before us. And I wondered, what were they trying to record here? Food for thought. More lessons, more reflection. More questions and answers, more of Philosophy 101, as demonstrated by the desert. Yes, the earth has music for those who listen.